Good morning, children. We have studied concepts or terms related to depository system. Now, we are going to learn functioning of depository system. If you see the flow chart, it shows how conversion of physical certificates is done into electronic mode. If you see, in case of conversion of physical certificate into electronic or dematerialization process, beneficial owner submits demat request form in triplicate and certificates to depository participant. Depository participant enters the demat request in its system and sends it to depository. Depository participant dispatches the physical certificates and copy of demat request form to the issuer. The issuer verifies and confirms to depository about dematting of the securities. Depository records the request in the system and forwards it to the issuer. Depository credits the dematted securities to beneficiary account, demat account of investor. Depository intimates the depository participant. Depository participant issues a statement of account to the investor, means beneficial owner. Now, let's move on. Next slide. In case of IPO, initial public offer, the beneficial owner submits his application for securities to the issuer company. The issuer company verifies details of beneficial owner with the depository. After verification of beneficial owner's details, the depository gives its reports to the issuer company. Issuer company gives details of allotment of securities to depository. Depository credits the account of the beneficial owner. Depository intimates the depository participant about crediting beneficial owner's account. Depository participant issues statement of account to beneficial owner. Transfer of securities under the depository system. 1. In case of sale of shares, the transferor, that is investor, has to inform his depository participant by issuing DIS, delivery instruction slip, which is filled and signed with the details of the security sold. At the end of the transaction, the securities are debited in his demat account. Transfer can be done as off market trade or as market trade. A. Off market trade. Any trade settled directly between two parties on mutually agreed terms without the involvement of clearing corporation, share broker or stock exchange is called as of market trade. Examples include legacy, transfers, gift, shifting of securities between a client and a sub-broker, etc. Transferor, that is the seller, gives delivery instruction to his depository participant to move securities from transferor's accounts to the buyer's account. Transferee, that is the buyer, will receive the credit of the securities through his depository participant into the buyer's account after confirmation from depository to the depository participant. The funds or money will be paid by the buyer to the seller directly. B. Market trade. Any trade which is settled through a clearing corporation is called market trade. These trades are done through stockbrokers on a stock exchange. Procedure. Number 1. Transferor gives delivery instruction to his depository participant. So, securities move from transferor's accounts to the transferor's broker account. Number 2. Securities then are transferred from broker's account to clearing house of the stock exchange as per the delivery instruction. Number 3. On the payout day, securities move from the clearing house to the account of broker of the buyer. Number 4. After instruction and confirmation from depository, securities move to the buyer's account. In case of purchase of shares, the client, that is the transferee, sends the intimation to the depository participant giving details of security bought. The depository, after the due process, informs the depository participant to transfer or credit the securities in the name of transferee. Depository participant makes book entries in the accounts of investors to record all sales or purchases of securities. Now, let's study about depositories in India. Do you have an idea about how many depositories are there in India? There are two depositories in India, namely one NSDL, two CDSL. How were these depositories established? The Depositories Act of 1996 paved the way for the establishment of these depositories. Now, let's focus on first depository, that is NSDL. What is the long form of NSDL? National Security Depository Limited. When was NSDL established? November 1996. Who promoted NSDL? NSDL is promoted by IDBI Bank, UTI and NSE. IDBI Bank, the long form is Industrial Development Bank of India. UTI, the long form is Unit Trust of India. NSE, the long form is National Stock Exchange. Where is the headquarters of NSDL located Mumbai. Now let's learn about CDSL. What is the long form of CDSL? Central Depository Services Limited. When was CDSL founded? It was founded in February 1999. Who promoted CDSL? Bombay Stock Exchange with several other banks. Like NSDL, CDSL has its headquarters in Mumbai. CDSL has a wide depository participant network and offers demat services similar to NSDL across the country. Both these institutions have played a tremendous role in success of depository system in India.